If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone.
Steve Harvey built a career on confidence, success, and always having the right answer. But behind the scenes, his personal life was heading toward one of the most painful chapters he would ever face. What shocked many people wasn't just the collapse of his second marriage. It was what happened immediately after it ended. At a time when his finances were crumbling, lawsuits were looming, and his future seemed uncertain, Steve made a decision that would completely change the course of his life. During the height of his comedy success, Steve's marriage to Mary Shackelford was quietly falling apart. Years of tension, mistrust, and personal struggles eventually led to a bitter divorce filled with legal battles and public accusations. The fallout was devastating. Steve later revealed that despite earning millions, financial problems and tax issues had left him in a far worse position than anyone realized. His career was at a crossroads, and everything he had worked for suddenly felt fragile. Then came an unexpected twist. Just one day after his divorce became official, Steve reconnected with a woman he had never truly forgotten, Marjorie Bridges. They had met years earlier, but life had taken them in different directions. Now, when Steve was facing one of the lowest points of his life, she reappeared. Most people would have taken time to recover from a painful divorce. Steve didn't. He immediately flew to see her, convinced he wasn't going to lose the opportunity a second time. But moving forward came with consequences. Years later, Mary publicly challenged Steve's version of events, filing lawsuits and making serious allegations that reignited public debate. The legal claims were ultimately dismissed, but the controversy ensured that questions about his past never fully disappeared. While headlines focused on old conflicts, Steve focused on rebuilding. Together, he and Marjorie blended their families, weathered constant public scrutiny, and slowly created a new foundation. Today, Steve Harvey often points to that period as the moment his life changed forever. Not because everything was going well, but because everything was falling apart. Sometimes the biggest turning points don't happen when you're on top of the world. They happen when you're standing in the middle of the wreckage, forced to choose between staying stuck in the past or taking a risk on a completely different future. For Steve Harvey, that choice came just one day after losing everything, and it may have been the decision that saved him.